so far to harbor life. Like it or not, for the moment, the Earth is where we make our stand.
So, we don't talk much about sovereign citizens on this channel, do we? Well, I guess it's time. Let's watch some sovsits and count how many times I compare their mindset to that of flat earthers. So, just in case you don't know, I guess I should do a basic crash course in what a sovereign citizen actually is, which I'll be referring to as sovsits from here on out for brevity's sake. Sovsits believe that there are two types of citizens in the United States, though there are non-American sovsits, which makes even less sense. First, there are natural citizens, which is the physical person that they actually are. Second are 14th Amendment citizens, a corporate identity created by the US government at birth and owned by the same administration. Sovsits have made the decision to renounce their federal citizenship and any contracts, get used to that word, they hold with the US government, and as a result, believe they are not subject to the laws of the United States. In short, they believe that they should be allowed to do whatever they want and be free of government influence, which often includes driving a vehicle without a license, which they insist is their right to travel and should not be affected by any traffic laws. Incidentally, it seems the majority of sovsits also happen to have extensive criminal records, almost as if their current worldview is a way of attempting to run away from those problems. So, have you got the basic premise? The government is a corporation and it owns your ass, and all you have to do to stop it is say, nuh-uh. That's basically what this boils down to. Shall we get into some videos to laugh at? Since this is my first shot at this, I'm new to finding sources of sovsit dumbassery, so if anyone has some suggestions, please let me know. What I've done today is search some keywords on YouTube and filtered them by this week, and I've also popped into r/sovereign citizen on Reddit. Let's reach into the bag of crap and see what we can find.
I'm getting pulled over. It is 9:44 a.m. I'm in the city of Virginia Beach. I have two officers behind me. How's it going?
Sir, can I see your driver's license and registration and insurance for this vehicle, please? May I see your driver's license?
Everything that I have is contained in here, and I have a camera going just to let you know that that's what this is.
I'd just like to point out that sovsit videos, alongside frauditors, have the worst cinematography of all time. Not that flat earthers filming from their cars is much better, but seriously, sovsit videos tend to be composed of about 40% views of some dude's crotch. It is funny though that about 30 seconds into the video we've already pulled a sovsit classic. A lot of them tend to have a little booklet of documents that they think are somehow valid. It's usually just scripts they copy and pasted from wherever these people hang out.
May I see your driver's license? I'm not concerned with documents which you produce, okay?
Well, this is what I have as my identification.
Okay.
It's everything is contained in here. My ID is copied right here on the back of this.
Vehicle, sir?
Yes, I do.
And what do you have?
I have my sidearm, which is a Glock.
Okay. You have your sidearm, which is a Glock?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what else?
I think I have a knife somewhere.
Okay.
Wait, so I'm confused. So he owns a gun, which is fine, he's American and we'll assume for his sake that it's legal and registered. But why does he own a gun? Because he believes in the Second Amendment? But not the 15th Amendment. That's some flat earth levels of cherry picking right there.
Okay. And where is your Glock right now?
It's on my holster on my hip.
Okay.
It's open carry right here.
Alright. Would you relinquish that weapon to me for safekeeping?
Not right now. I wouldn't like to do that.
Alright. Do you have a valid driver's license, sir?
Everything that I have is right there.
The question is, do you have a valid driver's license?
I reserve my right not to answer any questions at this time.
Okay.
And like I said, everything, I'm not trying to be a pain, just everything that I have is right there in that paperwork.
Okay.
If you would just do me the professional courtesy of reading it real quick, it shouldn't take more than about 2 minutes.
Yeah, spoiler alert, I skipped ahead a little and found this. These are the documents he gave the cop. 2 minutes to read several pages of legalese? I don't think so, pal.
And just so you know, I'm a peaceful guy. if you want me to like get out at any point, or if you plan on taking me into custody. Okay, well, if you do, just know I'm peaceful. There'll be no need for you to use any force of any kind. I'll comply to any lawful order given. Okay? All right, thank you, sir. All right, sir.
So, why do SovSits do this? They love to tell the cops that they're peaceful, but like, so? You know who I bet considered himself pretty peaceful? Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy. They were very peaceful people, except for, a couple incidents here and there. Like, do they expect a cop to just say, oh, he said he's peaceful, I guess he's peaceful then? Like, I like the idyllic concept of a world where we can just tell the truth and people believe us because we tell the truth, but it's not very realistic outside of bad sci-fi movies written by famous necrophiliac and bestiality enthusiast Stephanie Meyer.
I saw evidence of humans.
I saw evidence of humans.
Also, his reasoning seems to be, I'll tell him I'm peaceful so that if he arrests me, he doesn't have to use any force. But here's the thing, dude. Pain compliance is done when you're resisting arrest. If you're complying with what the officer is saying, no force is going to be called for. You're kinda putting the cart before the horse there.
So saith the United States Constitution. I have a notice of understanding and intent and claim of right that explains my right to travel. There's the Supreme Court precedents here. Everything that I've given the officers is typed up. It's all been notarized.
2 minutes to read that trash. Are you serious? When you become a SovSit, do you get speed reading powers? Anyway, he alluded to Supreme Court precedent for the right to travel, but the video is too grainy to make out, so let's do some Google foo. All I've been able to find is freedom of movement under United States law. Apparently, even when drafting the Articles of Confederation, Congress recognized freedom of movement under Article 4, but this wasn't mentioned in the Constitution, which supersedes the Articles of Confederation, by the way, because it was considered a fundamental right that didn't need expanding upon. However, in 1868, the Supreme Court declared freedom of movement as a fundamental right, Crandall v. Nevada, 73 U.S. 35. What this means is that a United States citizen cannot be inhibited through taxation by the state when attempting to leave said state. However, the Supreme Court has specifically ruled that Crandall does not imply a right to any particular mode of travel. Which means, basically, you can walk your ass out of the state, you can probably ride a bike or use a horse and buggy, but when it comes to operating a motor vehicle, you still have to follow federal traffic laws such as the National Traffic and Motor Vehicle Safety Act of 1966. So, boo-hoo, Mr. SovSit, your papers have no power here.
Hey, listen, do you have any documentation for the vehicle? Anything with a VIN number on it?
The vehicle is not technically what y'all would consider like a motor vehicle per se.
I understand.
It is my car. It is titled to me. I don't believe that I have the title with me. I think it's in my safe at the house.
Really? Not a motor vehicle? Dude, the definition of a motor vehicle is literally any vehicle powered by an internal combustion engine, which should probably be redefined now that electric cars are on the rise. Meaning, a go-kart counts as a motor vehicle, and so does your Hyundai or whatever the fuck it is.
Do you have any documentation at all for the vehicle?
I can check and see for you, but like I say, if this is an automobile, it doesn't follow under the purview of the Motor Vehicle Code. This is the Constitution of the United States.
No, I understand all that, sir. I'm just asking if you have any documentation for the vehicle, that's all.
I don't believe I have it on me, no.
Okay. You covered up the VIN number, I see?
Like I said, this is just a car, sir. It's just a piece of property. It's not registered.
Okay.
Damn, I wish this wasn't potato quality, or he'd expand on what he's got in the Constitution, since, as I already said, the Constitution itself doesn't say a damn thing about operating motor vehicles. Also, what you got that single bill in there for, huh? Why is it in a book? So it doesn't look rolled up when people ask you about it?
The registration, like the tags that are on it, or the tags that I have for it, they simply say exempt. So this is private property, and I do reserve all my private property rights at this time.
I understand what you're saying.
What's your personnel number, sir?
An exempt tag, huh? Is that how that works? Right, next time I go grocery shopping, I'm just gonna slap an exempt tag on everything I put in my cart, and then just walk out with my private property. I'll keep you guys updated on how that goes.
Okay. personnel, my badge number you want?
Yes, sir.
It's 318.
318
Yes, sir.
Virginia Beach.
Yes, sir.
And how do you pronounce your name?
My last name is Jenny John.
Jennijan?
Jenny John. Yes, sir.
Jenny John? Okay. Thank you, sir. Like I said, I have my lunch here, you know, from Chick-fil-A. I have a receipt in the bag, probably. I'm sure they gave me. This, you know, proves that I'm not involved in commerce. That, you know, I'm out for traveling for private reasons because I was hungry and I would like to, you know, have a chance. I paid my taxes on the food that I bought.
Wait, you got some chicken, and that means you're not engaged in commerce? Fucking what? You think the people engaged in commerce don't, like, stop for lunch? Someone come get my mans. His brains done fell all over the floor.
They're acting to this point professional, and I appreciate that. I don't know what they're planning on doing. This is the first time that I've encountered the police with the right to travel. I'm not on the side of the road. I've pulled into a parking lot. I was hoping that this might, you know, give me the ability to, if they won't let me walk, or if they won't let me operate my car away from here, you know, and travel away from the site, that one, they might let me call AAA to pick it up, or two, they may let me, you know, at least walk from here, and recover the car, you know, later.
God damn, this is boring. I didn't hear a single word he said. Did I miss anything? I hope not. I skipped ahead to see if it gets interesting. Basically, he gets out of the car and the cop explains to him that he's being given a citation for driving without a registration, explaining the law very clearly and concisely, almost as if he's dealt with soft-sits before. After a while, our man here explains this, which is pretty funny.
Well, no, I'm a citizen. No, it's not one of those sovereign things. This is all lawful. This has to do with the federal Supreme Court cases that have been heard.
Okay.
This isn't a sovereign thing, it's just a sovereign thing, is basically what he just said. The entire soft-sit point is to disagree with the established laws, and he's doing exactly that. As I've already explained, the Supreme Court has specifically stated there are no extensions to motor vehicles when it comes to the right to movement.
Do you have insurance on that vehicle as required by Commonwealth law?
It's just a car. It's not anything that would be fall under the purview of the motor vehicle code.
It's just a car, not a motor vehicle. That's what he just said.
So you're telling me that if you operate a vehicle that belongs to you in the Commonwealth, you're not required, as every other citizen, to have it properly registered and insured?
You familiar with farm use tax? Farm use tax?
Yes, sure.
It's kind of the similar principle. It's a private automobile.
Okay.
It's not used for commerce. It's only used for travel. I don't use it for employee on the roads. You know, the Supreme Court cases, if you read this...
You tell me that's a farm vehicle?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying it's a similar thing.
He really just tried to equate his car with a tractor. I mean, sure, 4 wheels and an engine, they're similar in that regard, but in literally no other regard, including how that engine operates. We have those in Canada, too, farm tags, which are just a special license plate and registration for a farming vehicle, but as you would imagine, it has to be a farm vehicle. I'm pretty sure a farmer can't even put farm tags on his pickup truck unless he exclusively uses it to haul farming supplies and equipment. And no, going to Chick-fil-A does not count as farming. Eventually, after some more very boring banter, our man gets back into his car after being told he cannot drive home in it because his license is suspended. It's a Mustang, by the way. I don't know shit about cars, and the blurry logo on the steering wheel looked like Hyundai. Don't at me. He then ends the video before turning on his car, so I don't really know what happened after that, but according to the channel I got the video from, his own channel has been dead for a while, so I'm guessing he tried to drive away and received the long arm of the law for it. Unfortunately, we have no Sparky Sparky, no Bark Bark Nom Nom, and no Smashy Smashy. Maybe next time, folks. Next up, we have not a video, but a news article, something I dredged up from MSN.com? Really? Well, gee, let me just check my Hotmail and then set myself to away status on MSN Messenger. Oh, I got an email from MySpace. Excuse me, I need to go take my pills and find my walker. Murder suspect tells judge, I am not going to do no type of business with this court. Claims he has a straw man name. What? Why are you facepalming? All I did was read the article title. A 33-year-old man accused of murder in Albany, New York, showed up to court in virtual appearance and informed the judge that he was not interesting. I'm going to assume they meant interested. Stellar reporting at MSN News said he was not interested in doing any type of business with the court. Natural Wise Joseph? Really? That's what you're going with? Okay. Natural Wise Joseph also claimed his name is a straw man name and not his actual name, which he said was X. Wait. What? His actual legal birth name is Natural Wise Joseph? I refuse to believe that unless he's riding a horse and buggy down to the local market to pick up some feed for the cows we're about to raise the barn for there, English. And then, he says his real name is X? Like the old I'm illiterate but I'm signing the document with an X thing? Did he get confused somewhere? The whole thing is very strange, but unfortunately that's kind of all there is to it. The article mentions that his straw man name argument likely comes from the Sovset movement, but then points out that back in 2016 he had no problem signing his name as Natural Joseph. This is opposed to Summerlook Joseph, who has no criminal record but looks fabulous. At this point, the article just gets sad because it reminds us that Natural is being charged with murder after he allegedly shot a man and then was arrested with a couple of illegal weapon and illegal substance charges. The last thing I want to take note of is that Natural also has a criminal record dating back to the year 2000. Enter my theory that Sovsits are just looking for a new way to avoid the consequences of their actions. We'll keep an eye on Natural and see how this case develops. Well, that's it for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Next time, for some retribution on these lackluster endings, I think I'll do a top 10 of the best Sovsit videos ever to grace the internet. We'll have the girl who cries rape, we'll have the cop who smashes a window with his bare hands, we'll have P. Barnes, we'll have all that good shit. Until then, travel safe, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe and turn on the bell for notifications. If you want to support me further, consider becoming a member or a patron, or checking out my merch or my Amazon links. Thank you, and I will see you over the curve, Space Cowboys.
In a vast cosmic arena. Our imagined self-importance